All right, I got my adjustable seats installed here, and this was from a guy, I believe his name is Joe Harrington, actually. I saw this on the Zenith forums and just using hinges on both sides, but I'll show you how I made mine. All right, here's the seat bases. It comes with this blue package. And what I have to do now is take these brackets, mount them right there, one on each side. And these holes here, top holes, these little pins will actually reside on each side, and that's my seat upright. All right, so I just use this pencil as a spacer. It's supposed to be up about 6 millimeters, I believe, from the bottom. So use that, lined up the back side of that with that, clamped 2 places, and drilled 3 holes, and then moved on to the next one. So that's what we have now. I just got to up drill the rest of the holes, and we'll move on from there. All right, I'm going to try to do this adjustable seat method. I saw another guy, Mr. Harrington, I believe his name is, on the Zenith forum did this, and evidently it works. He's been doing it for a little while. You have a hinge. I'm gonna go ahead and mark some holes, drill some holes in this hinge here. I already have the hinge on the seat, I guess, base. This is where the seat cushion would go. Use the hinges and adjust the seat with the different notches in the hinge, and forward and aft. I just centered this guy in the middle of here. That's the center here. Just want to get another shot of how I actually attach the hinge pin on here. That's kind of how I did that. All right, so for the seat, what I did was I went ahead and dimpled the hinge itself and countersunk the aluminum here. I was going to put solid rivets in there, but anyway, I didn't have the right size. So I ended up using just the flush, the ones that came with Zenith, size A and 4s, size 30 on both sides. And hopefully, I'm hoping these little nubs here sticking out will not interfere too much with the seat cushion. I'll probably go ahead and put solid rivets in here just because I have more of those than I do the pop style rivets that came from Zenith. So, all right, I have the hinges on for my seat adjustment. Here's how I plan on it working. Here's my seat base with the hinges. I'm just going to set it, adjust it wherever you need it. Kind of somewhere in the middle there. I seem to latch onto the hinges okay, and just put a pin down in there. Slide in there just nicely. Well, maybe I don't have that one yet. That one should be okay. There we go. Slide that pin in there. And there we go. And then when I want to adjust it, yeah, I might be a little off on these, but if I want to go back further with it, I can just go back to here somewhere. Or if I want to go forward, I could too. There's that. I believe those are locked in. Yep, those look good there. Put those down in there. Put that down in there. A little wiggle. And there he is. Again, I hope that works. It looks simple. I actually put the seat backs on now, and they come down. You can kind of see how that works. I just put stainless steel rivets over here. And the only thing you got to be aware of when you do it this way, unless you change out that seat bottom here, inside of there, you have to notch out a little bit in the hinges to make clearance for the other side support here. I'll take these seats out of the airplane for now, and probably start riveting in this bottom piece here, along with these areas right here, and I'll take out the controls to accomplish the red. All in place is I drilled the hole for my fuel line. Will go down in here. So it'll be a brass fitting with an elbow, 90-degree elbow coming up. It'll go through this grommet here, another 90-degree connected to that, and going out this tube here, this fuel line here. And from there, it's gonna go underneath the passenger seat. I put some protection around these circles here, a little piece of plastic. And then it's gonna come out, go back through that part right there, that little grommet, then back into the back. And then from there, it'll go to my the header tank. But anyway, I had to get that done before I installed these sections here. So we got that part done, and trying to finish up some of the odds and ends. I went ahead and put these guys in place, the control rod steering for the nose wheel, connected it relatively temporarily. I just put a cotter pin inside that without folding over the ends on both sides. Also went ahead and riveted this. This was clecoed on before, so riveted both sides of that along with the top. So this steel frame is totally in place now. I don't ever plan on taking that back off, I hope. And now I'm getting ready to put in the seats. And I just had riveted the front of this guy, this side right here, and riveted this part in place right here. And something I wasn't sure of, and they fit just fine, is could I rivet these going down like I did without actually contacting the landing gear in this channel here? And that was no problem at all. So you are able to go that direction with that. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and rivet in that seat pan right there, and then I'll work on the pilot side after that. All right, it's coming along nicely here. My wife and I actually tested this seat out to make sure it would, my hinge system would actually work well, and it seems to work pretty good. We didn't have any cushions on the seat. We did put some supports on the back to, bring us forward a little bit, but I think it'll be working pretty well, I hope. Anyway, I just want to mention, once you get one side done, these rivets in here on the other side are incredibly difficult to get to. These weren't quite so bad, but my rivet gun definitely won't fit in there. And the hand one that I don't have a dome shape on it, but it still worked out okay. But these last ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there, were a booger to get to. All right, there she is. Got the seat bases riveted on, and center console riveted down there, and just temporarily put the seats back in place. I'm consulting with a couple fabric shops right now, see if I can get some cushions made for my seats. There we are.